horizon, the charts are bold. Daily bands rapping stories untold. Riding with rockets through their AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade hold never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings spinning on their cloud. Riding with rockets through the AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade hold never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. The pulse ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Riding with rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with your AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, tracking the charts. Midnight glory. Sanctuary in awe, it's blending. Mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
Hey friends, what's up? Good morning and welcome to the stream. I'm battling a little bit of a cold today, so my voice is kind of gone, but it's trading day, baby. Ain't gonna miss it. All right. Got some news of some really good Black Friday sales coming out for some of your favorite prop firms. There's going to be a really big one for My Funded Futures being released this morning. I'll give you guys the scoop on that whenever it's time. Give it about a couple minutes after market opens. Did I not get me sick? No. No, my kid did. Brought home a plague from school. As it always is. It's always the kids that bring it home, you know what I mean? Feeling better? Nah, this is the day I'm feeling the worst. Hello, hello, hello. All right, let's get going. Guys, smash that like button. Friends, join me for this morning's pre-market chatter. We are still kind of flip-flopping around. We have a new triple B today. VIX options rolled over. VIX options expired, so futures contracts rolled over. Sorry. Bum, 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 bum. 57, end of the day. ETF. That is today. Some good Black Friday deals coming out soon. We'll have some announcements. Right now, 30% off. So far, Tradeify 30% off. Big MyFunded Futures Black Friday sale will start today, so I'll let you guys know about it. Here's a hint. They're going to announce it on the show, but hold on, let me go to my text message here. 9:45 Eastern. It's going to go live. I'll let you guys know. It is a deal for Pro, which we love. One of the best prop accounts on the planet. Yep. Anyways, what else is going on here today? ETF 80% off one steps. Oh yeah. Let's get that going. We have lots of deals going on here. Hold on. What is it? 80% off of one step also? Okay. 50% off of everything else. MyFunded Future still has the 59 core flex and the scale flex going on. You can get up to 5 of the scale flex, which gives you the $3,000 payout. Or sorry, $6,000 payout request instead of $1,500. Which, that's pretty crazy. 40% off TPT, Apex 50% off. Yep. And then, of course, these aren't the Black Friday deals, and those are going to be really crazy when those come out. I'll let y'all know when they are. You may notice something different about the stream. The balloons are finally gone. Hold on. My lamp shade, though. However, there we go. It's good enough. Not that they had to go. I just moved them because people are still like wishing me happy birthday and stuff, and I'm like, it's been about a month, so it's time to let them go. What's up, guys? Bam Auto, Ski Bomb, Exploit the Vibe, Alvaro. What's up, Duarte, Guant, Simon Dean, Consistent Investor, Kavitha, Sir Darb. Good morning. L, Razor. What's up? Hi, guys. No trades today because the Fed, Nvidia payout tomorrow. Somebody said, yeah. If that's your strategy, it's not a bad strategy. We got Fed minutes today. We've got Nvidia earnings this afternoon. So, you know, full port coin flips in effect. Always good times. Let's double check this. Just joking, no full port coin flip. I do have a cold, so thanks for bearing with me, you guys. I probably won't be talking or shouting as much. You might get a calmer version of Matt if such a thing exists. No energy to talk any shit today. Gonna stick with the trades. Gonna deal with whatever heartbreak the random account challenge is giving me. I've managed to still stay alive despite having 2 almost max loss days because of this big crazy sell-off. Which is interesting that I've started this challenge during like the most, I would say, my weakest market, or I guess like applicably, like the weakest I am as a trader. I wouldn't say weak. I'm pretty strong as far as like not losing money. But as far as like performance goes, in crash sell-off markets like this, I don't necessarily thrive. I don't blow up or do anything crazy. As the random account challenge is showing, you're just not seeing me, you know, walk away from the market with like, you know, win. It's a fight, right? This is like, but it's everybody's fighting there. When the markets are crazy and selling off, it is unpredictable. It's flip-floppy. It's down, it's up. It's looks like it's trading down, then it pops up. Looks like it's trading higher. The news just yanks it down. No technical strategy you have is going to let you survive this. Only your risk management. And that's what the challenge is helpful with, because through all of this, you know, you guys are getting to see me get thrown into some really sticky situations in a time when the market's essentially, you know, borderline of, you know, correcting, possibly collapsing, but just a volatile mess, right? And we know that over the grand scheme of things, there's always going to be better days down the road. Just going to show you guys the Nasdaq chart really quick. We have tapped that half gap and supported there yesterday. Yesterday I did grab some calls, and at the peak, the start of the day, I did grab some puts. Longer term puts, shorter term calls. So I'm basically balanced whatever NVIDIA throws at us today, which is probably going to be a dead market. So who knows what's going to happen. But yeah, this is just, you know, when I started the random challenge was at the start of November. And as lovely as it would have been to, you know, to be doing my random account challenge. Sorry, the DD bands are making this look like a little green mess here. You know, it would have been great to be doing like random trading challenge in here where the market's very forgiving. But I happened to start the random trading challenge at the beginning of November, or right here. And boy, look what I've been faced with, right? Market crashing, crazy. And I've managed to not really, you know, make a dent into the trading account, which is fine. Which is kind of the goal of what you want to do as a trader, because, you know, bull markets are easy, bear markets or sell-off markets trickier, right? Or, you know, so the idea is if I can survive this, then boy, oh boy, when it goes back up, I'm good, right? That's really the kind of thing you have to think of as a trader. Whatever your strong suit is. Like for me, I went on a 2+ something month winning streak, right? Almost 3 months. And I just went up and up. Had a record balance, you know, FundedNext, you know, went live with Tradeify, did all this crazy stuff, and things are great. And a lot of times you guys are trading and you're making money, you're doing whatever, and then the market like does this for a couple of months, and all of a sudden you blow everything up, and then the market does this, and you're like, man, I wish I still had some money. The idea is my strong suit is here, right? My balance climbs or whatever. And then when the market tanks, my balance is like not doing much. So the random account challenge even is not, I mean, it's not a flat line. It's still going up, but it's not like the same. It's, you know, it's like choppier, but I'm surviving. And same thing here. And this is proving that I'm surviving with risk management. And that's what you guys want to think, is that when the market's going against your weaker suit, which is me, like short markets, sell-off markets, nobody does well. And I obviously don't do super well in them either. But the goal is to survive it. And I'm surviving, knock on wood, just fine. And that's what you want to aim for, right? FundedNext just dropped payout limits and consistency removed. Yeah, so I have all the info about FundedNext for you guys. I'm about to make an announcement with that, by the way. Okay, they just dropped payout limits. It's been it's the 21st when it comes out. Who's telling you they first dropped? They dropped it already. The live program's coming out on the 21st. That's what they said. But I don't know. They may be scrambling because they got a lot of social media. Wait, hold on. Before you start shouting stuff, where are you getting information from? On the email? Oh, so they did rush it ahead? Okay. And this is why, because they are getting a lot of heat online, so they needed to clarify. The guy sent me a text. I want to read it to you guys. He didn't have a date on it, though. They sent the email? Oh, let me check my email then. Normally my guys are on top of that too, so nobody told me. Hold on, maybe they did. Hold on. Where is... Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. So here, hold on. Why do I not have the email? That's so weird. He just sent an email. Why do I not have the email? It's just in your normal customer account. Okay, they sent it. Why do I not have... What the heck? I should be getting the... Maybe I have emails turned off or something. That's so weird. Is it from this morning? I don't have it. It says November the 21st. Yeah, it should be the November 21st. Unless they're rushing it ahead. Okay, hold on one second. That's so odd. I don't have an email. Oh, hold on. Let me go here really quick. Maybe it's in my... No, I don't have it. So basically, right, they're making some changes. Hold on. The updates are November the 21st. If you make... Okay, they said... all the product updates... These are confidential. Do not discuss these. We'll announce them on November the 21st. If you make a post, please exclude these product updates, but please clarify the misconception on social media for us. Okay. So I've been instructed not to talk about the product updates, but they will be announcing 21st. What will be changing? Oh, you DM'd Andrew? Thank you, bud. I don't know why I don't have the email. Okay, hold on. Hey, Andrew, did you get the FundedNext email? Can you copy and paste the text to me if you got it? Because I don't have an email from them. They needed to clarify because there's some people on social media. Like, okay, so let me give you guys some history. They had in their FAQ information about their live program since like the summer. It really has been there. It just so happens that like people are finally like seeing it and they're like, oh my God, there's a live program. They're about to rug pull. They just had it in the FAQ. And there's like a lot of these traders online. I think what's her name? Trades by Rana or whatever her name was. The girl that was on Pat's show. That one. She was Raina. She was like making a big stink about it one time. And it was like FundedNext is going to rug pull or something. They said that. It was just text that was in the FAQ. And it was a big kind of like, you know, every once in a while somebody stumbles upon it and they're like, oh my God, FundedNext is changing rules. It's just something that was in the FAQ. And it was just there as a placeholder. They didn't even have a live program. They're not going to have one until this Friday. He DM'd it to me? Okay, cool. Wait, hold on. I don't have a DM from any of you guys. That's what you DM'd? What? No, the FundedNext thing, not my Funded Futures. FundedNext. Somebody DM'd it to me. I don't have any DMs from people from who this morning. Hold on. Oh, you emailed me? Okay, thanks, Simon. Appreciate it. All right, let's read what it says. I'm not consolidated with what they've told me, so I have some more information probably. Thank you, sir. All right, let's read it up. Anyways, there was some stink online about they're changing the rules, this and that, and none of it was true. It just was a placeholder. They were putting the placeholder in their FAQ. Why? Well, and this is one thing I have to teach everyone in the prop industry. There's been a lot of like, you know, there's a lot of traders out there that are like forgetting how spoiled we are to get paid to paper trade, right? They're very much like spoiled Gen Alpha kids. And, you know, the quote unquote influencer crowd doesn't help anymore because they're very entitled. There's a lot that has to happen as far as regulation. This is the financial industry with regulation. You know, the fact that everyone's getting paid to paper trade, number one, is crazy enough, right? Number two is people are like, this is a scam, that's a scam. How come they're splitting payouts? How come they're doing this? I'm like, oh my God, like, isn't paper trading get paid a scam, right? To begin with. So let's just stop with all the nonsense, everybody. Anyways, FundedNext just had a placeholder in their FAQ and people were freaking out. And it's still been there. It hasn't changed. They've made small updates to it and people are freaking out again this week. But because the live program is finally coming through, I told you guys November 21st it was coming out. I had that info and I told you all about that. Right? And what's happening is they sent out an email finally today to kind of clarify. Because last week, a couple of, again, social media types went out there and made up a bunch of crap again that wasn't true because they read the FAQ. Oh my God, they're going to deny our payouts. Oh my God, this, oh my God, that, right? It's just always misinformation because, you know, the unqualified people have, you know, an echo chamber around them. So in reality, you know, they're like begging everybody in like, you know, their group to like clarify this. So they sent me a huge thing to read to you guys today, but they sent out the email as well. So email that went out to all the customers said that they, you know, reiterating their current things, so monthly fee and activation fee, hidden conditions, you know, yada, yada, yada. On 21st, there's going to be new things that are changing. Consistency rule removed after passing legacy challenge. That's huge, right? No consistency on the challenge side of FundedNext, which is something that we enjoyed during the Halloween sale, right? Legacy FundedNext account is the funded account. There will still be consistency on the eval side. Keep that in mind. It's confusing with these guys because they call it the FundedNext account, but the FundedNext account at FundedNext is actually the funded account. The challenge account is the challenge account. Was it say no consistency on FundedNext? Everybody remember that means there's still consistency on the eval side. So don't get confused with that. By the way, I have a cold, so thank you guys for bearing with me. Okay, update on the reward share. Reward share for Legacy and Rapid will be updated to 80% for all performance rewards. So they're getting rid of the 100%, 0% split. They're going to a full 80%, looks like. Okay, which is very much like My Funded Futures, right? There's a pretty much an industry standard. Clearly, you know, as we're no surprise to this, and I told you guys everything. FundedNext is too good to be true, too good to be true. It's not going to last. We were very clear about letting you guys know that. So going forward, all their accounts are going to be just pretty much normal. We always talked about loss leading campaigns, but the idea is that, you know, we can't be a bunch of spoiled brats that are like, oh my God, it's got to be awesome forever. When a new firm comes out, we'll be on top of it and we'll be the one to take all the money from them until they change their rules. That's how it is. They're not doing anything crazy. They're not rug pulling. They just built a market share off of the 100% split, and now they're going to a normal percent split so they can survive. And it's still a pretty decent setup because the legacy is pretty damn cool. Industry standard is industry standard is not 90. Industry standard is hard. It's hard to say that because, you know, 80% of 100K is much bigger than 90% of 5K, right? It depends on how you slice the entire pie. 90%, 10%, these are all Fugazi made up numbers. They don't mean anything. What matters is your take home pay. It's all marketing. An example is, you know, My Funded Futures gives you 5% off and Take Profit gives you 20% off using or 40% off using somebody's code. 40% is better than 5, but the one with the 5% is still cheaper, right? You had to look at the whole picture. 80% of an uncapped payout, for an example, is much better than 90% of a cap payout. Just think of it like that, right? So don't think of the percent as like a sticker shock. You got to think, and that's why my website I'm making is going to be so important to help you actually compare the value of these things, not just looking at the surface numbers. People like to run with it. I listen to Top Step Market for months, like we're the best because we're 90% and my fund it's 80%. And we're like 80% of 100K is better than 90% of 5K at any point in time. You know, and again, the prop firms like to just finagle the numbers so that they can market it a certain way. But in reality, what matters is the take home. And so if they're changing it to 80%, which I always knew was coming, I just was not allowed to say anything, but I guess it's in the email, so I can say it now. That the Legacy and Rapid is now going to go to a more moderate 80% split. Now, up to you if that's worth it. It's still insanely worth it. Like for 4 days to pay out, which is still the fastest payout in the business, and of course, uncapped payout with Legacy. Now with Legacy coming soon with the live program, let me see if they say this here really quick. That's going to be balanced with the live program that's coming out, which again, I can't say anything until the 21st. So wait, the caps are in an email. So I know all the information. I'm just making sure I can't release anything that I'm not supposed to, because they literally texted me and said, don't say anything yet. Let me see what's going on. Where does it say caps? Where are you getting the caps from? They made cap on Legacy. Where are you getting your information from? Sounds like I'm still grandfathered in. Oh, 100% I'm grandfathered in. Trade day is same day payout. Somebody asked me about trade day on stream, and I analyzed their products. Their products are shit. Their static account is the worst static account I've ever seen as far as value for dollar. Same day payouts is okay, but you're paying a fortune to get worse rules than Apex ETF. They have better statics. I remember that. But same day payout, yeah. I mean, you know, it's up to you to decide what your value is. Hold on. Bottom section 1 of the email. Let me read bottom section 1. Hold on. A withdrawal limit on Legacy Challenge. Oh, okay. Hold on. So it's not a payout cap. It's a withdrawal limit. So this is helpful that we're talking about it. They did say it. Okay. Do you guys understand it's not a payout cap? We're all on the same page here. Withdrawal limits. Let's make sure we all say the same thing. The social media echo chamber is full of a bunch of knuckleheads that get it wrong. Withdrawal limit. Okay. You understand the difference, right? Check out Lucid. Yeah, we've been talking to the guys at Lucid. They've been wanting to strike up a partnership deal with us. The only thing I've been holding off on is that they're too similar to Tradeify. And they're in the running for being our 6th partner. So I heard nothing but good things about them. Am I ill? Dude, I got a freaking cold, brother. I need some, like, I got my kiddo had a flu, and we spent all weekend, you know, chilling and hanging out, and yeah. Okay. So payout limits, right? Nothing changes with me. There's payout limits, not payout caps. There's a difference, okay? Right? And another thing is live is not something that everyone's getting thrown into. Live is something that some people are going to get thrown into. It's not a hard limit to go live. It's a subjective sort of live thing. So they were very clear that I'm not going to be affected. Let me read what I'm going to say. Some people, they say, I saw that many people are tagging you that you have a really big balance with us and that the full amount will be forfeited. And that's absolutely not true. If you are eligible for the live program, that's a different case. But if you are not transitioned to live, you will get your payout you deserve. Our main point is we are not moving everyone to live. That is clearly misinformation being spread by the competitors and some random traders. So live is a subjective, we're going to move you to live sort of thing, which is good or bad, right? Good or bad. Some people hate it. Some people like it. You're kind of rolling the dice with, can you get a big payout for the move you to live? If it's subjective, they can just choose to move you to live. And then, you know, a certain portion of your balance gets forfeited and then you go to live. But after you go to live and you fail live, I did get clarity. You will still be able to trade sim funded while live. Somebody said, well, Futures Desk. Futures Desk is pretty goated around here, I would say. They're not an official partner of ours yet, but we speak very highly of them because we really enjoy what they've built, and 0 people that I know have ever said anything bad about them. As a matter of fact, everybody says fantastic things about Futures Desk. So I'd be thrilled to have a ongoing partnership with them if we did get to that stage. Just because they're just they're so different than everyone else. And Take Profit Trader, yeah, Take Profit Trader is in our top 3. They're one of the best there is. I've never heard of YM Prop or whatever you're saying. Never heard of them. YRM Prop. Never. I've never heard of them. Not yet. Okay. So let me to clarify. Not everybody will be going to live. They're not just taking everybody right now with the big balance. And people have been joking and tagging me. They're like, Matt, they're kicking out the live program, so I don't have to pay you out. That's not the case. They've made it very clear that I should probably be okay unless they kick me to live. I might just have payout caps in my big balance. What about Halcyon? Halcyon's secretly run by pump and dump penny stockers that are about to go to jail. I want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. That firm is absolutely on my shit list. You see the people that run that firm or market that firm are the guys on trial for stock fraud. I wouldn't touch it. They just moved on to their new scheme. Yeah. Have I looked at Apex changes at all? Not yet. I'm so behind because of being sick, I know. Can I review Lurk funding that launched today? Yeah, I'll do it on the stream if I get some more energy. Bell in 5 minutes. Is it Lurk funding or Lark funding? Is that a U? It's a Lurk. Okay, I'll have to check it out. The Rocket Scooter Black Friday sale is on right now. It's $1,500 off a lifetime. Okay, so before I talk about the product changes, not every trader will transition to a live account. Only traders who meet eligibility criteria based on their trading activity will be moved to a live program. Transition is a major perk. Traders will have 15% of their sim profit size kicked to a live balance, carried over to the live account. If you're not eligible for a live program, you continue to receive all the usual benefits as promised. So the misconception being circulated by, like I said, the influencers struggling for views is that after 4 payouts, you're going to be pushed to live, and that's simply not true. This is what happens when people just telephone some bullshit. FundedNext, this is a text message I got from one of the higher ups at FundedNext that told me to clarify this to the community, which I'll make a post about it today. See, people are saying after 4 payouts, you will go live, and that's absolutely not true. So that's good to know. Yeah, you don't automatically go live with FundedNext. All right. So with the overnight, we tapped or got close to tapping upper DD band with NASDAQ 741. We're opening above MHP 515, 6634, MHP dynamic. We have NVIDIA earnings in minutes today. So market's still being crazy. We have a new triple B. Oh, that's why this was sitting here. All right. But yeah, there's been a tremendous amount of fake news being spread. I would say that with FundedNext, they're just reverting to what a normal firm would be doing at this point. You know, the unlimited market share building loss leading campaign party is over, which is fine. We certainly benefited from it while it was awesome. And the idea is the next firm that's awesome, we will also benefit from as well, right? All right, so we got a 2333 triple B going on here. Oops. For December. We are below it with the forward curve is rolled over into backwardation now, which is characteristic of what you would see when the bull market's over. Be very careful we don't sell off when we go up there and tap that and keep going. So essentially, we might have one more sell day to interact with this, and if the market is reversing, we stay below it, which is typically what you look for in these kind of reversal days here. We'll see what we got. But yeah, I'm totally fine. I'm not getting moved to live with FundedNext, by the way. They ensured that I'm good. Whether I'm getting, you know, Matt Cowart special treatment or whether they're just not kicking me alive because they're not kicking me alive, whatever the case may be, that is the actual case. So no, I'm not getting rugged. Hold on, let me put this here, triple B. So maybe so. Maybe I'm getting special treatment, who knows? You need to buy VIX data. We don't have VIX data here, unfortunately. We don't get the CVOE data. So payouts, right? The changes are going to be for the payouts going forward. So there's no grandfathering in. Like it's not per account. It's going to be company-wide changes. Your payouts will just be capped. So what that means is when you get a payout from these guys, you can't just request an unlimited balance anymore. The 50% of your total balance thing is going away, and that's just regular payout caps as normal. And the market's back to being crazy and selling off as usual. I got to spin the dice for the random account challenge here. Hold on. Between 9:30 and 10:30. All right. Let's go. Get me something random. 10:07. Okay. So my next trade is at 10:07. We're in ChatGPT. How we doing today? All right. Resiliences are good. Oh, hell yeah. It's looking pretty solid here. Let's grab something. We're below MHP on NASDAQ. This market's still crazy and volatile. ESC every single time. S&P. Let's roll it. I just don't understand why this fucking market is just so crazy. I don't understand. Like, the market is just trying to sell off. It kind of blows my mind here. There is no bull side to this. Hold on, let me load up here. Okay, that's weird. Looks like something weird is going on with my stuff here. It's really odd. Okay, so setups today, EST every single time. Long setup, bear zone top, bull zone. We did open below MHP, so breaking MHP would be rare. So if we do, Big squeeze update today. So the expected move is it's a coin flip right here at 629. As a bull, I'd like to be long right here. That's something I'm kind of looking forward to. Dude, this volatility is just nuts. Hold on, let me message these guys really quick. It's looking good for a long setup here, so I like what I see. All right, so today, today's particular setups, 608 to 691. I think we're gonna rally today. I think this is the day we're gonna do it. So we got NVIDIA earnings. We've got NVIDIA and Fed minutes today. So, and I've got a cold, so bear with me for being sick a little bit. Pretty nice and solid bear zone, bull zone. If we break through MHP, it's a nice squeeze to the upside. Random challenge will let me trade until 10:07, so I can't do anything till now. I bet they like make the random trading challenge last a month, and then I'll go back to crushing it. I know you guys are excited to see me back to real trading. So, but this has been a challenge people have said is the best thing they think I've ever done. So there to there is a break. If we do break here, there to there, there's a little bit of resistance with negative MHP res. And the rarest thing, if we do break, I mean, this is less than 10% chance of break, right? We have the confluence going against it. Actually, hold on. All conditions MHP break is not 10%. Let me start over. It is actually, hold on. I've got the data wrong. We have the back to sin and bear market data. 27%. 27% chance we break from the back test. 27%. 63% chance we bounce. Sorry. It is better than 10. I forgot. It's the humble traders, bear market, MHP considerations. If we break, it's all up to DD band. Boy, I hope we get today would be a fantastic rally. I'd be excited about that. Friends, do me a favor and smash that like button really quick. It sucks not being able to jump in on this long that I wanted to get in on though. FundedNext are coming with a profit split. Why? Because like you guys have to learn that when a firm has like too good to be true rules, it's only for loss leading. Like I spent like 6 months telling you guys that this is not always going to be this way. We tell you guys this like on a daily basis. The firms come out with fantastic rules. Our job is just to milk them while we got it. Like we're going to be the first in, we're going to be the first to take the payouts. We're going to be the first to break the records, whatever. And then we'll be the reason they change their rules. I mean, honestly, when they're staring down the pipeline of giving me $250,000 or greater, all of a sudden the live program's coming out. I've been promised it's not going to affect me, but let's just say that, you know, enough traders start beating the system, they're going to start reevaluating. do loss leading campaign. Our job is just to milk it while we can, right? But it can't be like, you know, utopia forever. They wanted market share. Yeah, like we're a bunch of Sherlocks. We figured it out. But we knew that from the start, right? Of course they wanted market share. Like it's called a loss leading campaign. Costco's $1.50 hot dog gets you to walk in the door and buy $1,300 worth of fucking tires, TVs, and wine and groceries. You know? Like feed your family for $1.50. Spend your paycheck on shit you don't need, right? It's kind of like a normal technique in marketing. So loss leading campaign is it's an easy way to break into a saturated market, especially when you've got like infinite funding, like many of these prop firms do. You know what I mean? Like the ones that come from the Forex and CFD world, they're massively wealthy. They can afford to lose money for a year to get people to check out their product. That's why all these other small firms aren't really making a splash anywhere. Everyone needs a 200 pack of mozzarella sticks. This is true. Everybody needs, you know, 4 gallons of frozen chicken tikka masala. They come the 8 pack, you know what I mean? Each pack feeds a family of 16. What are you going to do with, you know, a 400 bag of samosas? Easy. Pot stickers, we got you covered. Would you like to buy them by the 100-pound lot? Gotcha. Come on in. Mayonnaise, we've got the 5-gallon and the 15-gallon. Which one would you like? We all shop like we run restaurants, you know. We go to Costco. We leave with a pallet of beans, you know what I mean? Like, can of beans? No. 24 cans of beans. Why? Because I'm going to use 24 cans of beans between now and 2045. 6 gallons of sour cream. Don't worry. Sour cream's already sour. You don't know when it's expired. That's the best part. It'll still taste sour when it goes bad. Yeah. Although I do like the frozen Indian food at Costco. It's really good. I don't know if you guys, Costco has it. Mine has it. And the guy outside was like rhyming. He's like, you want to be a baller? Try the masala. And I'm like, all right, that jingle's catchy. I'll have a bite. Feeling blue? How about some Vindaloo? I got you. Have a little spoonful in the little paper ramekins. I know. That's not Indian food. The guy he was singing a jingle. Come on, you have to like respect the jingle. The free samples every single time. Yeah, the jingle was nice. So with Indian accent, it wasn't an Indian. It wasn't Indian. It was a Mexican guy. So it wasn't even an Indian doing the jingle. A little short Mexican guy with a mustache. He was hilarious. Just an employee from Costco. You don't have to. So no jingle. Indian food. Is mayonnaise an instrument? It is. It is. Long mayo. In despair, forever grateful for what you learned from me in the boot camp. Hope that first payout will be the first of many. Let's go, man. Very proud of you, dude. All right, 27% chance we break MHP, 63% chance we keep going, which would be nice to have the MHP break. That would be a fantastic, run to the day. I am sitting in some pretty sizable call position and put position. I'm strangling this. Which is cool. I'm invited to your house for Indian food. Right, that's my favorite kind of food, man. I can dish some Indian food, man. Any day of the week. The reason I like Indian food so much, you wouldn't think it would be my favorite, because I'm Cajun. Indian is the Cajun of the East when it comes to food. It's like spicy. Cajun stuff is flavorful as shit. Flavorful, spicy. And so Indian food is like it's an easy crossover for a Cajun. You know what I mean? You ever eat Cajun food from Louisiana? It's just like hot and spicy and tons of flavor, tons of pepper, thousands of kinds of pepper and spices. I'm a Texan, Texasian. Cajun and spicy. Well, you put some cayenne in it, it's gonna be spicy. Yes, sir. Texasian. I'm a French Cajun. That's my my family's heritage goes back to the Louisiana days. But I was born in Texas. My family came over here from France probably in the 1800s to Canada. Then they migrated to Louisiana. Then from there, they migrated 2 places, Georgia, and then to Houston area, where my family settled a city called League City. So my family settled a little town in South Houston called League City. The Cowards did. So we settled there, and then we branched out to end up in Pearland. You were born in Metairie? Oh, nice. I love Metairie. Cool area. Some love from India. What's up, Sime? Hell yeah, man. We're in Georgia. That part I don't know. That was a smaller part of my family tree. The bigger part of my family tree went down to Louisiana area, and then they started migrating west. So a lot of my relatives ended up in the swamps in like the border of in the swamps and in the border of Texas, Louisiana. So like I have family that literally like I said, I always joke about my family. They're extremely, and I say with love, dude, they're so redneck, it's not even funny. They're the stereotype of redneck. My uncle's like, "Hey Matthew, good to see you again." He's got, you know, boots with points on them, a giant feather in his hat. You know, "Haven't seen you since you're like 14 years old, Matthew." One of my cousins, I always told the story. My cousin's name was Joe Darrell. He'd always show up to Christmas. Him and his brother Jason would show up to Christmas all the time. Broken arms, broken legs. One time, Joe Darrell was pushing Jason in a wheelchair. He broke him like half of his ribs, getting trampled by a bull, riding bulls in somebody's backyard. So I'm from your quintessential Texas sort of well, part of Louisiana. So like New Orleans area is like where my family like basically kind of moved to, but then they moved out west. A lot of them ended up in Lake Arthur. And then they moved into town, into the smaller towns in East Texas. And then the bigger part of the family that settled in League City, they moved down there. And then my family came from that portion of them. His team with the Joe Dirt. Yeah, like almost like Joe Dirt. And it's awesome. It's like whereas Texas is Hollywood would actually portray Texas in the sense of extremely Texan. But yeah, seeing your cousins being amateur bull riders, always showing up to Christmas in casts, and you know they're all telling their tale, and uncle are like cheering them on. Yeah, you just seen that bull, man. Like he come over like, "Yeah, what happened? You're in a wheelchair." They're like, "Well, you should see the bull." Like that's the joke you would tell. Like you should see the other guy. You should see what we did to that bull. So again, really super funny. Do I speak French? I don't speak French, but my dad's mom and her mom, my grandma and great grandma, used to speak what we called Bayou speak or Bayou French, which is that sort of just God, like the guy from the Waterboy. It sounds like that. Exactly sound like that. Just deep, thick Cajun French accent. And I couldn't understand anything they would say. Yeah. So that's all. That's my grandma and her like dozens of brothers and sisters, and her mom and her mom's dozens of brothers and sisters. They all, you get together, you would just hear them. It sounded cool. I just couldn't speak it though. A lost language, yeah. So they'll buy you speak. Yeah. I had a cousin like your cousin Daryl. It was always broken. He's dead now. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. My Meemaw. Yeah. We all call him, you know, our grandmas, we all call him Meemaw. Meemaw. It's I think that, I don't know if Meemaw is a southern thing or a Louisiana thing or whatever, but in our family, it was all Meemaws. Paul and Meemaw. Mama. It's German? Is a Texas thing? Oh, let me check on my calls real quick. Is Mama's a German? Okay. Oops. Oopsie. Hold on 1 second here. Hold on, I'm talking to the guys at FundedNext real quick. Oh, never mind. Oh. How are my options doing? Okay. Looking pretty solid here. 27% chance we hit on 59 up to 84, 86 area. MHP breaks are rare, but we do have that support. We have L liquidity pocket every single time on NASDAQ, which is looking solid. I know the Joe Dirt reference. Oh yeah, but I love my humble country beginnings for sure. We weren't like, you know, your average wealthy city folk. We were just you know, working class family. My dad and mom are probably the most successful of everyone in our family, until my brother and I in our generation started going to college. So I was the first person in the entire family tree to go to college, as far as I know. Some of my other cousins did as well. Actually, I think one of my cousins that was older than me went to college. But on my dad's side, my dad's side. So, you know, we just came from like extremely humble beginnings where they just worked their way up. And my dad worked his way. He was an executive at AT&T before he retired. He was a higher up, and he just was from that generation. You just work your way to the top. My dad actually ran the DSL division. Y'all remember DSL? Before broadband? DSL was still a thing. Even when broadband came out, because broadband wasn't everywhere. DSL, yeah. Not that kind of DSL. Hey, what's up, man? Nice long trade setup from here to the bull zone, looking solid there. He would design the infrastructure for the DSL internet. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for breakfast, by the way. How you feeling? Are you sick too? That's because you're getting sick, maybe. Hopefully not. Now that I have confirmation about my FundedNext stuff, I can continue to trade it. So we're good. I haven't been doing much with it till I got the confirmation. Nice bull setup. Maybe I got an options play on the table. Wish me luck. Just like last time. This time I'm not going to leave $1 million on the table. Why are you looking at me like that? Are you out of breath? Oh, this has nothing to do with the options trade. I left $1.6 million on the table last big option trade I made, guys. We don't talk about it. Yeah, I put 50K into calls on April 10th, the day after the market blasted up. And then the very next day it dipped and I bought calls. And I sold them whenever the theta started burning faster and the delta was gaining. Then a week after I sold them, Trump and China came out with the fucking deal. And then I would have made 1.6 million bucks on 50K. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Not sure if I like to change the FundedNext. It's a lot. There's not really, the only thing that's changing is they're just capping payouts, withdrawal limits, not capping payouts, but they're having just withdrawal limits. So every 5 days or whatever that you go for payout, you can only take a certain amount on the legacies. That's it. You can't take lump sums anymore. They're basically converting legacy into like a My Funded Futures scale plan sort of thing. That's really it. An 80-20. I mean, but if you think about it, again, guys, stop thinking about 80-20%. It's net take home. Like, prop firm has completely like destroyed our brains into thinking profit splits. But I had somebody that was always like, how are they making money at 100% split? Doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, there's no such thing as profit split. Payout split is just a payout reduction. It's a marketing thing. So the idea is, let me explain to you what it's all about. A prop firm has to split profits with you to stay in compliance. Let me start over. Prop firms are a gray area to begin with, okay? Gray area to begin with. You're getting paid to paper trade, guys. It's a gray area. Number two is that prop firms kind of aren't regulated, but they kind of can be. They kind of are, but they're kind of not. The idea is nobody wants to be the one that gets regulated. So to mimic current prop firms, they're all pushing a live program out there because nobody wants to be the one person that gets the heat in case the feds, the regs want to make an example out of one firm. Nobody wants to be the example. So a split is required. Do we all understand this, everybody? I'm going to help clear the air. A split is kind of required because if you don't have one, you're the one that's going to get looked at. We understand this, right? We all understand? A real prop firm has a goal of you making money and they split some of the profits. If they're just paying you 100% of paper trading, it looks fishy. So no firm can actually do this without possibly risking being the firm that gets audited and then bringing change to the industry. So there's kind of like this understood rule in the gray area. 90% like others would be nice. Again, stop throwing the percent out there. You guys are like choking on the Kool-Aid. Don't think percent. It's total pay. The percent is just a facade. I'm losing my voice explaining this. Do we all understand? 1,300 people in chat. The percent is 100% facade. It's meaningless. It's there just to appease the regulators. My Funded Futures, it's like 80-20 split. No, it's an $80,000 payout, right? And it makes it look okay that they're splitting profit with you. You're not splitting anything. There's no profit you're making. You're paper trading. So it's just to like get over the regulator hurdle. You guys understand this, right? So 90% of 10K is the same thing as a $90,000 payout. Think of total take home. That's all you need to think of. The percent is just to appease the regulators. Yeah, we're splitting profits. Oh, this person took home 80,000, but we split 20 of them. They just reduced your payout. That's it. It's all sims. So the percent is just a marketing thing. It's total take home, right? So what you really guys have to do is multiply the percent times your net. Now, again, you have to make more to take more home, but in reality, that's just splitting hairs. 90%, 80% of 5,000 bucks. You're talking about $500 difference. You know, it's not really a huge deal. It sucks, but it's not really a huge deal. After taxes, you know, you're gonna lose 40% of the 500 bucks anyways. You're down with like 300 net. So 90%, 80% is a net difference of 300 bucks. If you're losing sleep over 300 bucks, trading's not for you guys. So just think of it like this. It's not that big of a deal to think of the percentages. They're just there as marketing terms to appease the regulators. In reality, my funded futures is an 80K payout. The percent serves two purposes. Number one, appease the regulators. Number two, it makes you trade a little bit more to make a little bit more. So it makes your failure rate go up. If you're trying to get to an 80K payout, you got to make 100K to get it. So that little percentage not only simultaneously appeases the regulators, but it makes you have a higher probability of failing. This makes sense, right? That's it. So the whole point, they do take an actual split when you go live though. That's different, right? When you go live, it's an actual split. For you, it doesn't make, it makes no difference. It's the same to you. It's just a payout reduction. When you're in sim, they just vaporize 20% of your potential profit, of your payout. When you're live, they take 20% of your payout. For you, it looks the same on paper. It doesn't matter what it is. You get 80% of what you make. So when you say 90% is better, 80% is better, in the sim funded world, it's not going to matter. Just compare your net take home. You know, 80% of 6,000, this argument I have at the top step, guys, which is better, 80% or 90%? I don't know, 80% of 6,000 is better than 90% of 5,000, right? Which is the difference between my funded futures, scale flex, and top step. This is 4,500, this is 4,800, right? So it's the net take home that you really care about. And I wouldn't compare 80 and 90 like it's a big deal. There's a lot of things people are like, oh my God, holy shit, my calls. Fuck yeah, hold on. Well, I'm up 100,000 bucks. I don't want to tell you.
Because does that mean you're down?
No, I don't want to tell you because you would have told me to buy a car with that money.
Wait,
Or put it towards my car.
So how much you put in? What? I'm so confused.
I don't want to tell you how much I spent. I don't want to tell you how much I spent.
To make $100,000.
Yeah.
To be up $100,000.
I don't want to tell you how much I invested yet. No, because my freaking Asian girlfriend would tell me I'm wasting money.
What?
My Asian girlfriend, you'll tell me I'm wasting money. You're all about sales and deals.
Yeah, but this is your actual money.
But sticker shock. Sticker shock. I don't want to tell you.
So you don't want to tell me how much you put in?
I'm going to tell you how much I put in. It's not like a crazy amount, but you might think it's a crazy amount. Sell half and make it risk-free. Or just go balls to the wall and just hold it till the end. What's up, Pickle? Oh, we want to dump and sweep the lows. Hopefully not, right? 10:07. I have to make a trade at the random challenge in like 5 minutes. Which is good. Let's see what my strike is here. 610. I got 610 for Friday. That's it. We mooned? Probably. Well, we'll see what happens, right? Did I trade anything? Some of my FundedNext accounts I traded. But I didn't trade any of my real ones yet. Just some of the evals I still had. Sorry, I gotta... Oh, I did trade one of the real ones. Hold on, my bad. I thought I didn't, but it looks like I accidentally did. I swear I was trying to hold off on it. Sorry. Those are my FundedNext. Oh, and fuck, my Tradeify is live, and I forgot to log into it. They told me I'm live. Let me load up my Tradeify. I got the message yesterday. So I'm actually, my live account with Tradeify is now active. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Live trading. Oh, here we go. Sign the form. Live trading. I got to pay for data, I'm sure. 140 bucks a month for these live accounts. All right, my Tradeify is live. Somebody said I'm a race mixer. What the hell? Thank you, John, for banning that guy. What a weirdo. I'll say racist shit in my chat. Top of bull zone ES, it's going to be at 6720. Smart and beautiful. Thank you. I like to think I'm smart and beautiful. You certainly were talking about me, right? Somebody said white mixed with Asians give you kids that are good at math. Hey, I'm gonna have kids that are good at math. My kid is good at math. He's probably better at math than I am. That's because he's gonna have one part of my weird brain mixed in. I see the world too mathematical. It works as much against me as it does for me. I'm too exact. I'm too by the book. SPX options data. I have been thinking about getting SPX options data because SPX options are taxed 60/40, right? Just like futures are. This is what I heard. Is that the case, right? I didn't know that until y'all taught me that this year. I've never knew that after all these years. That CBOE options are not taxed like equities products. They're taxed like futures products, which is freaking awesome. So is it short term or is it 60/40? Which one is it? Is it 60/40? All these years of trading, I never actually knew that until this year. That's fantastic. It makes a lot of sense why a lot of my friends like Sniper Sim, she only trades SPX options. And I was always like, why would somebody just not trade S&P futures? Now it makes sense. You get the huge tax break there, which is good. Yeah, it would be good to get some SPX data. Now I'd have to figure out if I can get the options data for SPX. And it's in the same format as the opera data. Like it comes with all the Greeks and stuff. We have to create it ourselves. Ashton is really big on this. Yeah, Ashton used to trade SPX also. Once you start making money, man, your goal becomes Uncle Sam at that point. You know what I mean? Whenever I should buy some puts. At the peak at the end of the day today. To continue to hedge. I don't want to buy any more puts. I already have a significant amount in case the market crashes. My call is going to make so much money though. Okay, so let me give you guys the info that I have from FundedNext. Okay, let me read you guys. Let me read you guys some info. Want to clear up all the confusion you may have seen on X regarding live transition. Live transition clarification, both rapid and legacy. This is the most important part to understand this. Not every trader will transition a live account. It's not an automatic thing. It's a subjective thing, right? Only traders who meet the eligibility criteria, okay, maybe not subjective, based on their trading activity will be moved to the live program. Transitioning to live is a major perk, enables traders will have their simulated profits up to 15% of their account size carried over to the live account. So if you have 100K in profit on Sim, you get a 15K live account. I know it sounds like it sucks, but that's every prop firm. So the split, like I said, it's just all prop firm and Fugazi, right? But 15% of your, that's the payout split, but 15% of your Sim payouts going to live is pretty consistent for what you have. With TradingView, or sorry, with Tradeify, I forfeited like $200,000 worth of Sim funded payouts to go live. That's just the nature of the game. Okay. Subjective criteria is what is the eligible criteria for live? We're about to hit another EST setup, NASDAQ every single time, long side. Okay. FundedNext. Let me see what the eligibility road to live. Here we go. All right. I love watching my calls go up. let me ask them really quick. Also, is it subjective? Since you said it's not automatic. Meaning case by case basis. For payouts. Okay, question 2 is what about question 2? What about existing accounts? If Liza dies, I got your question, brother. All pre-existing accounts be forced into the new payout structure. Okay. I am seeking clarification. But my I'm just assuming they won't be grandfathered in.
on, guys. I'm answering FundedNext questions right now. All right, I'm kind of talking about the FundedNext stuff right now. You know, I'm just like, the thing is that like, I don't know how many times I could tell this to people, is that people need to stop not forget like what is 100K challenge. Oh shit, is it time to go? Holy shit, I've been so wrapped up in what I'm doing, I completely forgot to do my challenge. Holy crap, guys, my bad. Oh my god. Oops. I forgot the challenge. Okay, I gotta take a trade. Okay, my bad. Okay. Let me EST long on NASDAQ. I'm so sorry, guys. Oops. I'm not even staring at my screen. I use $7 to super chat. What? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sitting here like balls deep in this FundedNext stuff. Like, you know, we got to be very, you know, have a solid memory about like what's, you know, like what completely boggles my mind is how people are like so, not you guys, but like the world is so entitled. Do people forget they're getting paid to paper trade? Like, I keep saying cockroaches. People are thinking that like I'm making fun of people. When I use the word cockroach, it's an analogy, right? When you go to a dark room and you turn on the lights and the cockroaches scurry, right? The lights just got turned on and everyone's like scurrying, right? And it's like did we all forget that we're getting paid to paper trade? It's like, oh wait, we're getting paid to paper trade. This is like the realization people are not having. Like, that's the state of life that we're in. The lights are turning on and we're forgetting, oh wait, this is the financial industry with regulation, with laws and rules, very strict ones, by the way, probably some of the most strict on the planet. And here we are, infinite utopia, getting paid to paper trade. And so, like, the world has forgotten that this is not something that can last forever. 100% split, infinite sim profits. But the influencers, they call themselves the influencers, are very much dependent on this as their livelihood. And they very much promote the sim funded game as a majority of like their only stream of revenue, right? In reality, the landscape is changing so rapidly. People don't know what's driving change. FundedNext is not making a live program because they're rug pulling. You can't not have a live program, or else you're the one with the eyes on you, because now the regulators are like, wait, you're just paying people to paper trade at this point. Well, everyone is. And so there's pressure between the firms. There's kind of like a don't rock the boat mentality of, this is kind of what you have to do. There's no law that prevents the sim firms from operating with sim profit yet. There is no law requiring firms to have live accounts yet. But that is the law that will happen when it changes. Nobody's not going to be positioned for the change. Do we all understand this? Do we all understand this? If you know, it's going to become illegal to kidnap somebody and you're holding a hostage right now, you're probably going to let them go before the law comes out. We all understand, right? This is like kind of what's driving change. FundedNext, a global firm, jumps in the futures with a loss-leading campaign of 100% split and uncapped payouts and no live program. Then all of a sudden, everyone's like, you guys kind of can't do that because the laws are going to change and you're going to have live program. And they're like, oh, well, we're from another country and we're here in the States now. And they're like, oh shit, well, let's go ahead and get it together. The first thing they did was throw in their FAQ just so it was there many months ago. And then they've been developing it ever since. So I have to remind you guys, y'all are the smart ones here, but it seems that like people are so buried into the sim funded party, they forget that there's things that have to happen. And it's kind of like you're just supposed to milk it while it lasts. If somebody comes in, an example, if someone comes in and is like, breaking the law and selling liquor without a liquor license, and you're at the bar and they're selling it for dirt cheap because they're not paying their taxes on it, who fucking cares? Buy as many drinks as you want for cheap, but they're going to get cracked down on or change their rules. And you can't say, well, what a scam. It used to be $1 drink and now it's $15 again. What the hell? It's like, you should be smart enough to know to just milk it. Like, milk it while you can. That's their loss, and they're the ones that might get slapped or fined if that happens. They're not, but you just milk it while you can. And then when the party ends and the lights come on, the cockroaches are scurrying around, then you're kind of like, oh, damn, well, it was fun while it lasted. And that's really all you have to think of. Prop firms could end tomorrow. And that's why you need to just be able to make your money, fund your own account, survive on your own. People are so married to the whole sim funded party idea that they're forgetting, holy shit, it's kind of ridiculous. We're getting paid to paper trade to begin with. The fact that I get anything at all is crazy for paper trading. People are so used to that being the only way that there is, they're forgetting that there are regulators on the fence about this entire industry. Some of them are like, we need to embrace it. Some of them are like, we need to go away. I'm in constant contact with exchanges, regulators, my legal advisors for the company, the securities advisors, they're balls deep in the industry. There's chatter. As a platform owner, I talk to prop CEOs, platform CEOs. I talk to big brokerages all the time. I have like just a constant friendship with people that just sort of gossip about things that are changing. And the echo chamber on socials doesn't know this. They're just the last to get to the news. But the reality is you can see the signs yourself. Prop firms are positioning to hedge their bets just in case things change. Top Step got rid of affiliate program to get out of the way that affiliate programs could be made illegal, right? If you're out of compliance, your firm could get fined for every possible person out of compliance. FTC compliance violations for improper marketing are $50,000 per violation, and it's not the affiliate that will get the violation. It would be the firm likely liable for that. So firms like Apex are getting rid of a ton of their affiliates, canceling a lot of codes. Firms like Take Profit are forcing people, because what they're doing is, we all see this, everyone's positioning just in case. When it comes to regulators, I've learned as a trading platform owner, don't risk it ever at all. If they're like, you're fine for every instance of this, don't be like, well, maybe I'll take my bets. No, you don't be slapped with $1 million worth of fines to hedge your bets to make a few extra bucks. I mean, to not make a few, to make a few extra bucks. You're going to hedge your bets by getting in compliance now before it's a law. And that's really what's happening, right? Is that firms are sort of like starting to position for changes that might come. And that's just kind of where we are. Now, good. I can take I tried along at Bear Zone Top with the random challenge, and watch us just completely sell off and die today. But we'll see. We'll see if I get my LP trade. Let's grab it with one more. All right. Oh, I'm not even paying attention to this. I should probably pay attention to this. Upper DD band on S&P. Do I want to take the possible breakout long trade setup here? One more on 3. Yeah, answer all these questions about FundedNext. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna take a 40-point stop on here. God, this is fucking... I'm sorry I missed out on my thing or whatever. And watch this be the day that just comes all the way back down to here. Let's hang out the bull zone, man. Come on, DD band, let's hold it. Man. Market keeps tanking. Nah, I don't think it keeps tanking. But we'll see. I have to take the trade, so stupid random account challenge makes me jump in here at the high, but I might as well take it. Let me see if I can get some clarification from the FundedNext people. Okay. So apparently it only applies to accounts purchased after the change. So grandfathered in is confirmed. FYI. Thank you for finally fucking confirming that. Why are we not hanging tight, market? Stop trying to fucking sell off today. Come on. Can we hold that area? How much should we go? 58.50, 209. Hold on. 74, 209. That's a risk interval, huh? Dude, of all, like, weird days. All right. Well, that would be why I'm not getting a payout. I mean, I'm not getting slapped. LIGO's active 21st. Dude, of all freaking things, man. I've been the most unlucky in this stupid market when it comes to the random challenge. I can't wait for it to be over. I know you guys are learning a lot, but I'm just so like almost every pivot in the last 4 days has failed. But I'm not getting good entries either. Like jumping in here at the top is not my ideal entry. Okay. Oh my God. It was kind of exciting to see the market moving like crazy though. All right. Are we people still trying to sell the news? Let's hang in there. Let's hold on to it. Bulls on bottom. I got confirmation that you will be grandfathered in. Yeah, what's up, babe? 21st. Well.
You know, all these cups.
Yes.
That's hot.
Dude, I just give up today. Dude, I am having the worst luck when it comes to this fucking challenge. Next pivot is way too far. I'm sorry, dude. I'm like so busy with this FundedNext crap. This is why I tell you guys, this is why I'm saying this influencer crap needs to end. These fucking idiots don't know anything about this. So FundedNext is grandfathering in all previous accounts. Well, are you still getting paid out because you're being favorites because you're an influencer on salary? Listen to these fucking people. Grandfathered in accounts. Grandfathered in. My accounts are purchased before the changes. Like, are people just smoking crack? Like, I don't understand. So anyways, I might hit max loss today. I'm forced to make a trade at the fucking top. That's the dumbest. I could have tried to short this, but God, like, dude, of all freaking things. Here's upper DD band tap and MHP tap. That's the only thing I'm trying one more time on. I'm honestly starting to get really frustrated with this challenge, and this market is making it really hard to play on. So with that being said, I'm going to trade one. I'm going to add one more at this position here. At DD ban, yeah. It's so weird. Like the day is just insanely weird. People are still trying. So upper DD band here. All right, I'm gonna hang on to it. One more trade. A random account challenge has been so bad. It's picked such horrible times for me to trade. Today I have a cold and FundedNext futures bullshit. Nah, dude, I honestly, I'm just not even fucking all here today. I'm gonna grab the CD ban as the last play, and then I'm probably just gonna like call it. The random challenge is not being I'm not getting lucky. I'm getting unlucky. Every pivot I've taken in the last 3 days has failed, but that's because I'm taking trades I normally wouldn't take. All right, let's hang on to this NASDAQ. Hang on there, TD band play. Take that bigger risk today. See if we can get something good on this one. I don't know though. This market has been way up and down because of the freaking Fed minutes and Nvidia earnings today. I think we're still all right, but we blasted way above DD today. That was incredible. This was unheard of, dude. Hundreds of points of fall, but hey, I'm okay with it. I have my max loss settings here, and I'm gonna try to like maybe do some. Maybe I'll trade on my evals here. It's EST setup one more time over here, which is why I'm like, okay, maybe I'll try one more time. I did take a hit on this one. You know, I'm so like, this is what I'm saying. I'm so buried in this like influencer bullshit. These people are like, so your FundedNext changes only come for accounts that are purchased after the 21st, which is why I loaded the fuck up on the old ones. Like, guys, I mean, people forget that I'm a genius at stuff. And think ahead like 10 steps. I've got 30 past accounts just fucking sitting there. I take uncapped payouts for the rest of my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can still load up. Like, yeah, you can still load up. The changes don't come until Friday. All right, let me grab some longs in the evals too. This is going to be tough though. I think this is the day that the market continues to try to climb higher though. I think it's going to fight its way up. Maybe if it sells off really hard at first. I think we're just resetting to the mid-range because of the NVIDIA in minutes. And I'm like, yeah, I'm really sick today. All things, dude. All right. This is stupid. All right, I quit. I'm done for the day. This is just ridiculous. Fucking ChatGPT, give me the stupidest fucking time to trade this LP and it fails. There goes that NQ, yeah. LP one more time. Actually, you know what? I could, on the reclaim, try to take it. As much as I hate it, dude, this is not how I be trading my real account. It kind of pisses me off. What a weird day. Why don't I try one more time? I know I'm at my loss limit here, but
This volatility is fairly insane today. Oh my gosh. What is going on with this market, man? I haven't seen this much brutality in like maybe 7 months. I still think we go up. Like I think the market is trying to make its way higher. There's just still that abnormal selling pressure. It's gonna be kind of a tough swing from here. At least Nasdaq's doing better than I thought. Ratio's 52. We should still be okay. Like, I still want to stay engaged in this. Should I take the risk and treat it like it's a second day and just risk losing 20 and then call it? I know I still want to make this trade though. I'm like distracted and doing stupid shit here. This is not the best example of my risk management style. Come on. Let's get some run up. But the thing is that the drawdown is so big, the volatility is so high. I'm still gonna hang on to it. Let's see if I can't work my way out of this one. Problem is that, hold on, let me delete all my stream here. I kind of just want to go back to real trading. I know this challenge is something I'm stuck to, but I kind of miss just trading when I want to fucking trade. I know. Trying to make me a little ticked off. All right. Start doing real trading. I could probably jump into doing some real trading at some point. But the risk management challenge is what it is. Man, I am getting thrown the craziest stuff, though. That's the problem that I hate. Like, getting thrown this on a day like that. Yesterday was the same bullshit. Yesterday was the same setup. I got thrown right at the high of a peak of a bull rally. Of all things. Oh, it has not chosen some good stuff for me. And then all my pivots, my good long pivots that I tried to get, fail. So it has not been forgiving. 3 times in a row. No, it's just luck, right? It's bad luck. So would I long at MHP? Yeah, I would. Like I'm kind of like grabbing some longs right now in some of my FundedNext, but I'm just hitting my limit here. Anywho. Yeah, I'm starting to feel pretty sick. So when you start to feel any sort of way, you probably shouldn't be trading. Like I'm losing my patience and stuff. Ugh.
All right. Can we get that LP swing? God, man. Reclaim the DD. Yeah, it's been this environment has been tough. It has been really tough. Just tough in general. Like this rise and fall was just like nuts to me. And I got thrown into trade at the top in an LP that I gotta take every time. I decide, and I'm all distracted because I'm trying to solve these issues with people online. These like I was saying, these engagement farming people are just so stupid. Like the email was very clear. The changes are coming to accounts purchased after the 21st. And some people that have big balances may get considered to go live. That's just every prop firm. Like the reason it's a surprise to people because nobody's ever made a big balance. Like it's all on paper for most people. Like I'm the kind of person that forfeited $200,000 with Tradeify to go live. To get a rinky-dink live account. That's the nature of the game. Like what a day today. I am certainly like just 100%. I know we're pulling back into the range so that we can have some room for Nvidia. But I am like 100% in hate with this market right now. Yeah, so I asked ChatGPT to choose a random time and it has picked some shit for me. That has been, look, what did it pick? It picked this. This right here. Actually, it picked this, and I was busy typing, so I didn't pay attention. My real trading account, I would have longed right out the fucking door. It made 400, like 40, 50K today off of this. But chat, the random challenge is forcing me in this. I could arbitrarily short here, but none of my rules allowed for it. So ChatGPT chose something I normally wouldn't have done. Yeah. Did I piss off Sam Altman? What is Sam Altman? What is that? Or who is that? What are you talking about? Are you talking about someone else? I should do 2 accounts and do the opposite of the Chat GPT. He's the CEO of OpenAI. Oh. I didn't know that. That's how little I know about stuff, I guess. I'm not still in a trade. Now my stop loss is 40 points. But I'm allowing myself full max loss in this one. And the reason why was because here we fell to there and I had DD ban on S&P. And then when we fell through that, I took one more attempt at liquidity pocket. So normally in a real trading environment, I would trade once, twice, and 3 times. I would make it 3 separate trades. So I just tan it together to try each leg together because I have to stay in the trade. I still try to target, like I say, for this random challenge, I'm targeting a 12,000 loss. I'm sick as shit and I'm distracted because FundedNext bullshit. It's just tough. Yeah. And ChatGPT literally chose this right here, which is kind of dumb. Yeah. And it's just how it goes. But it's totally fine. This market has been impossible to trade.
Dude, what a day today. I'm so excited to see a DD band break though.
All right, now we're still sitting here. I can't believe we've had a day exactly like this. This was nuts today. Just still sitting here, still chilling, like waiting to see what's gonna happen. We've got minutes. We've got Nvidia coming up. I don't even know what to tell you. I've not seen a day like this in a long time. This amount of like this market has just got no strong buying pressure. People are selling every pop. I still think it's going to continue to rally. That we'll get up here in a little bit, and I might break my rules to maybe make one more trade if we do. But man, this is like, I honestly, as much as the random challenge has been fun, I am missing. Well, I mean, in this account, like I'm missing on stream just taking the trades I want to take. Trump at 12:15, yeah. Love the quietness. I'm just over here chatting with people about the FundedNext thing. So FundedNext introduced a live program on November 21st. Its changes are going to come to the plans. You can buy the plans now. They're grandfathered in. But the changes for everything after the 21st. The Legacy and Rapids are going to have different payout structures. The uncapped, everything is all going to be grandfathered in for the ones you have now. So, you know, make sure you get, if you want to, if you're going to trade with FundedNext, this is the time to, this is the time to grandfather in whatever accounts you are currently trading, if that's what you want to do. Yeah, like don't blow up your existing ones. What a freaking day today, man. This market has been the stupidest, dumbest, craziest fucking up and down nightmare. Like, I understand that it's pre-positioning for minutes and it's pre-positioning for Nvidia earnings. Pardon me. And I've got this like crazy nasty flu right now. So the withdrawal limits, by the way, on FundedNext Rapid are limited after 5 performance rewards. That's in the new email. The Rapid and Legacy maximum loss limit got a little tighter. Wait. All right, so we're waiting to see. Usually something like this, like I don't know what to say. Liquidity pockets I'm looking for. DD band break is a continual long play. I would love to trade something like that. Would be nice. But I am feeling like really sick. And I don't know if I can. I'm glad I'm not talking a lot because I've almost lost my voice. But I'm waiting to watch to see what happens here. What?
all messages.
All right, guys, I've been talking to y'all. I was saying that I'm gonna cancel my funded. I've completely lost my voice. Sorry, I had my phone was muted because I'm gonna go to the doctor, get some medicine. I had muted it because IDOT called me. I've lost my voice, so I'm probably gonna take off for the day. We'll see y'all later. Yep, and y'all have a good one. I'll talk to y'all. Okay, bye.